Hey, what's up, you guys? Jelly here. Happy New Year's. I hope you guys had a good holiday. It is now January 2020, and it is time for the newest EX Grand Prix. This one is no core set, only basic, Day of Nightmares, and the Devil's Awaken. So this makes some interesting deck choices available. A lot of the players were defaulting into like 4 cost Morrigan and 3.5 cost Morrigan because they really kept the core of their deck with those two sets. So this one's a little bit different. This is going to be some Spike Launch Nerg. You know me, I love some Nerg. So we're going to take a look at that deck. This deck I 4-1'd just because I made a couple misplays against a pretty good Shun player. Otherwise, it could 5-0, and I just didn't run it back again because I don't need any Devil's Awaken. I have all the legendaries out of it. So at this point, I'm just going to save the tickets for hopefully in the future and get some better packs. But this deck definitely is capable of 5-0ing at minimum if you're just going for the predation. This one will definitely do it for you. This is going to be Mono Black Nerg. So the big thing that we're going to discuss right off the bat is health management in this one versus what you're going to play on the ladder, which is more often, if you're looking at my videos and following along with my stuff, is going to be Black Green Nerg. So you lose Green's life healing and you lose some of your other better sacrifice effects. So you still have Murderous Spikes, which is great for taking off some of your health. You still have Dynamo, which is great for taking off some of your health. And more importantly, you still have Dark Lucifer Urizen. Urizen is great at enabling Spike Launch by sacrificing half of your life total. But you do lose, your good buff spells. So you do run Demon Drug in its place. It is an okay thing. 2 life is not great compared to 3 because it doesn't round out as evenly with the rest of the cards to get to 12. It requires you to just do a little bit more. And +1/+1 compared to either 2 attack or +2/+2 is just underwhelming. But, it's still a great deck. It still did very well. And then for life gain effects, you're going to be running Malphus. So Malphus is when you have 10 or less life, gives your hero +2 life on attacks. And Scavenger. So we're running 1 Scavenger. You're going to be blowing through cards so quickly, especially because you are running double. In this deck, at least in my list, I run double. So with the mana pump, it really helps you kind of flip through your cards very quickly. So getting Scavenger big is really easy, and just getting that life back is very nice. So it'll help mitigate you, and it'll help deal with some of your opponent's big bomb. So for your other life steal effects, we said Dynamo, and then the Murder Spikes, and then you're just going to run Nero Angelo. It's a 3/5 for 3 life and 3 mana. Just your standard basic. It's good. It's got good stats. It'll get in there. And as we were saying before, Dynamo. Now, Dynamo is much better here than he is in Black-Green, so you're going to want to play him here. You can immediately, instantly enable Dynamo by playing Tyrant or, a couple small creatures like 2 Eliminators quickly and having the Eliminators buff each other. So, an interesting way. He is a very nice creature. He's a great fit into Mono Black Nerg. Double, as I said before. The MP Boost 20 is great. If you do growth him, which is not that hard to do, but sometimes you don't want to immediately. It really is that trade-off. But having a 3/10 unit for 5 mana and then whatever else you do to get him up there is pretty good, and will actually win him quite a few trades. That 10 health makes him really, really stick around. So this is just a very straightforward deck. You're just going to be looking at, running at your opponent's face, doing a little bit of removal with things like Spike Launch, with Murderous Spikes. You have one of these here, Sample Collection. I threw that in case you run into like God Car Machine, or in the mirror match, help with Urizen against with your opponents. And just in general, it's a really good card. It is something you could remove, like if you want to get another Scavenger or something like that, but it's a very consistent removal spell that you can play when you have a blank board, and even get stuff with Veil, so against Mega Man or X, it's a great choice. You have Burn Dynarex for some of your late game. Burn Dynarex is always fitting into Nerg so well. 2/4 with gains 2/4 if he's at 10 life or less when he's played, so he becomes a 4/8. Fantastic in the late game for Nerg, and well, your late game, since you can accelerate yourself so quickly down to 10 or less life with things like Usurper Urizen and just your other minimal life loss effects. And then Eliminator is fantastic in this list. You're just going to be looking for some of your big, best black cards to play in this. And Eliminator agility is great, and it actually won me straight up a game. You'll see in this later. And the when played +1/+1 to all friendly eliminators other than self, so you can just keep pumping them out and keep getting a couple bonus effects. So with double, you can actually take advantage of that because you're pumping up your mana pretty quickly. And playing out eliminators until you play 2 of them after double, he doesn't get growth quickly because they're only 3 cost. So it's a great little synergy because it doesn't necessarily take away your ability quickly. Where, Malphus, great late game, you only have to get to 15 or 11 life. So better synergy with Urizen because he will trigger a growth and a half on Urizen, and Urizen's 15 life loss at 30 will always guarantee that you can go right into a Malphus. So the deck is pretty good. I'll throw some replays in here. I got some varying skill levels, including somebody who was, I think, in their 20s on the rank ladder currently. So there's definitely some good players here. And the games were pretty good. Very close on some of them. So check it out. Check the deck out. See what you do. And hopefully this helps you get the rewards that you're looking for. And if you enjoyed the content, you can subscribe here. I try to get as many Teppen videos out as I can. You can also check out Twitch, where I always try to stream Teppen whenever I have some free time to just be able to sit down and get on there at twitch.tv/JellyandPals. You can check out social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I've got them all there. And the Jelly and Pals Discord, where you can hang out with me, some mods, things like that, and just chat about anything. Have a good one, guys.
I'll take good care of you. Do you think you're going? Don't disappoint me now. Devil. Naughty, naughty. Get what you deserve.
Ever since that day, it's been my destiny to fight. There's no point in resisting. Just accept it. I can't let it end here! Ah!
Get in my way and I'll crush you. Let's get in! My turn now. I'm the one with power. Oh yeah! Watch this! Bingo! Let's get in! Say your prayer. Say your prayer. I'm the one with power. My turn now. I'm the one with watch this. Bingo. Let's get airborne! Bingo! Let's get airborne!
You'll get no mercy from me! My spirit burns! Just give up all done! Now you know what real Kung Fu looks like. You're done! My spirit burns! I can't lose this!